Greetings. Hi, my name is Samira Sankofa Kwali. I'm with Ask Life Coaching Ministries. Let's see. Today, I did state earlier on Facebook, I've been doing a lot of advertisement for my business and kind of going into details about, I've been doing a lot of readings via celebrity readings. I sent a few celebrity readings to a lot of celebrities where I connected with their energy and sent them that. And I've also been doing a lot of different types of readings, just to show people certain skills that I do have, and just showing them my connections. Hey, um, so at this point, I've kind of been really, really, really thinking about the life coaching aspect of my business, because again, I have various things that I do. As you have followed my videos. So at this point, I did get my video situation a lot better. I'm so happy about that. Actually, my computer that I had before is back working. I don't know why. It just mysteriously is back working. So whatever. I'm really happy about that. So that's quite an accomplishment. So at any rate, what at this point in time, I am doing some extreme connection with building this brand that I have as a business. And not just as a business, but as a life goal. Not just as a life goal, but who I am as a person, because it's more than just a brand. It's more than someone just saying that this is who I am, this is what I represent, but this is really who I am. So through this journey that I call Ask Life Coaching Ministries, I'm taking my journey to different ultimate levels of not um, of really, I shouldn't say of not, of really taking care of doing the healing holistically, and really paying attention to it, and really giving sound advice, and also really, really helping people, and love doing it. Of course, these are my passions. So I am contemplating different things in my life, not as far as my relationships with different people. I go through that every so often, and I think as you grow and when you begin to evolve, you certainly should go to different periods. If people have had your back since day one, then you should take them with you. Um, so, on many terms, we have to begin to evaluate our life and where we are. And I would recommend that people do this every 6 months. Every 6 months, or some people maybe a year. But I recommend it 6 months, that the potential evaluation should occur at least within a 6 month period, and not under distress. If you're stressed out about something, you're going through trauma within your life, then I would recommend that you make any decisions. One thing I do agree with, all the books tell you to do that, but I do agree with that as well, because I have made decisions during distress times, and they have ended uniquely. And I probably, if I had a clearer head, I probably could have made a better decision. So it's important that on the terms of my life coaching aspect, to really remind everybody I am a life coach still. I'm, yes, and through my life coaching, you do get definitely spiritual healings, and it does not have to be a spiritual level, but it can certainly be spiritual, meaning, meaning I do it with sound mind. I do it with a pure thought of really wanting to help. So I mean that in a religion, I feel that in a spiritual way, but not necessarily spiritual like God and religion and all the things on the terms of life coaching. But a lot of other services, you will find that. And just keep in mind, also, let me bring this to a point. Also, on because I am um, because I am an African people, uh, or person, we are spiritual by nature. We can't help it. But when I'm asked to or reminded when I work in certain part of my clients, I do have a couple of clients who are atheists. So I do work with them from the standpoint of what level they're on. So I do pride myself in working with people on that level. Um, and so with all different shades and flavors and manifestations of different people I can pretty much work with. Um, and for the people that I probably will not consider working with, that could certainly be a discussion. But for the most part, pretty much anybody I pretty much would love to work with. So at this point in time, I am really taking my business needs to a different level because of the different trainings that I'm getting, because of the opportunities that are coming my way. I'm able to help more and more people. And my schedule is certainly getting busy thanks to YouTube, yay, and social media in general. I'm gonna have a lighter in my hand. Anyway, because I just got done lighting some sage, burning some sage. So I want everyone who certainly follows me to, as an advice to everyone, because this is beginning to be a different period. We're approaching the spring period. We have that probably in the matter of a minute, depending on where you're at. Some people are already experiencing the spring feel. Okay, so usually I would advise my clients to really sit down and think about their goals. Think about different things that they want to accomplish from now to summertime. Okay, and just think about maybe 3 goals at very minimum. And I'm not saying, and yes, I believe in the power of manifestation, and I believe that if you willed it and you want it to happen, it could certainly happen. But at the same time, we're talking about from now to the summertime. So some things may not happen right away. So certain things can happen, but some things may take a little time. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So just get short-term goals right now listed and write them out. Think about how you're going to get them. Think about how you're going to accomplish them. How are you going to do what you're going to do, and what do you need to get them most of all? And why do you want them, most importantly? And we have to begin to start thinking about our intentions on life and what it is that we expect out of life. Because I think a lot of times we live life, but we don't live life. Meaning, are you enjoying your life? So that's the first question you want to ask yourself. Or am I enjoying my life? Am I happy? Am I having fun? What type of fun am I having? What kind of fun do I want to have? What kind of things do I want to do? For example, do I want to travel this year? Is my goal to travel this year? Is my goal to change jobs? If so, in careers, what kind of career do I want? What kind of job do I want? Do I want a career? Do I want a job? Do I want to become an entrepreneur? Okay, and if so, what type of entrepreneur shall I become? Okay, so we have to work off things like that. We have to envision what it is that we want for ourselves. And we have to look at it holistically and realistically. What is your realistic goal? What is your holistic goal? Are they one and the same for you? They might not be one and the same for you. So really clearly think about what your objectives are. Really invest time, energy, and sometimes it may require money, some things. But if you want to get something and if you can't afford it, then you can think a little bit outside the box. But some things, if you cannot afford it, then pick something or know somebody that will invest in you. And that's a lot of things, especially when we're dealing with the entrepreneurship experience or if we're dealing with education. So we need investors. Or even if you're working in a company, you need an investor, you need a manager or maybe a supervisor or a lead or somebody to invest time in you. Because a lot of times they say with training, it does cost money. The company costs the company money, and you have to be a revenue for the company in order for them to build up. So it's just something to think about. Um, so this video kind of started off one way, but then my something told me to just tell you to kind of touch on many different things. So, and then I'm excited about the video working. So why not? Why not give you some wisdoms that I've learned? So also, let's touch on this too, real quick. Let's talk about relationships real quick. Now, relationships, and I talked about this before, or kind of a contract. So you want to invest. You do it the same way you do business, in certain ways. Sometimes you have to take the emotion out of relationships. So is this a great investment? Okay. This is friendships. This is relationships. This is even household, everything, right? So is this relationship part of my struggle? Am I able to gain something from it? Is this investment that I'm putting and pouring my heart, my emotions in, my love, my time, my energy, some money? Sometimes it's money spent, okay? Let's be honest, because you might have to travel to be with this person. You might already have moved in with this person. You might be cutting bills. Is it worthy of my time? Is it worthy of my space? Is it worthy of my mind space? Is it worthy of my energy? Is it worthy of my body? Okay? Same way with friendships. Is this person that is possible either the opposite sex or the same sex feeding me? Am I being fed mentally? Are we able to help each other in some type of way? Whatever way that you want to be helped, does this person make you feel good when you're around them? And you also, not just a person, it's not about fluff and a person making you feel good always. Sometimes you need the truth. But is this person giving you the complete truth? Because especially me, and I'm a Taurus, I don't like people to lie to me. I don't like to be told. I don't like people to blow smoke up my butt. I like to be told truth. Because that's how I aspire. That's how I'm able to gain better perspective of myself and others. And I don't mind people telling me the truth. Some other friendships, I've had friendships with other people. I'm not going to name zodiac signs, but some Geminis, y'all don't like the truth. Some of y'all Leos don't like the truth. Y'all like to get fluff up your butts, and I'm not into that, okay? So, again, that's not everybody. I'm not going to host it. Don't comment on my stuff and say, well, every Leo ain't like that. Every Sagittarius. I'm talking about people I know, okay? And if you're not like that, then don't worry about it. Then I'm just only talking to the ones that it applies to, okay? So keep in mind that we have to start feeding each other, because it's necessary in this life, because in the world of today, people have to be fed mentally, spiritually, and holistically, okay? Also, in nurturing our children, we have to really, and I haven't did a video in a long time on this, but I'm trying to cover some bases. So we really want to start taking pride in our children. And taking pride in our children comes with combing their hair, comes with helping them with their homework. It comes with making sure they get enough rest. If you whether you homeschool them or not, they still need appropriate rest. Setting boundaries, so it's really important. And let's talk about extended families. See, it's a shame in today's society that we have way too many single mothers and single fathers out there. And it all goes with watching who you lay with and make a baby with. Fine. After this happens and you felt like this person was right for you and it didn't work, that's fine. Take some responsibility. Do not, this is male and female, do not send that child over to your mate's house, your ex-mate, with anger, because you're not hurting that person that you are no longer with. You're hurting that child. And that child is harboring anger, and they're going to grow up with mommy or daddy issues. And that's going to be your fault. It's not the other person's fault, it's your fault. So these things have to be really worked out. And if you need counseling or life coaching or some kind of way to deal, me as a life coach, I'd be happy to work with anybody. Even somebody that I have had a prior knowledge of. But if not me, then go to another life coach or go to another counselor or someone that can help you deal with that better. Because at the end, it's going to be that child that suffers. Um, so we want to talk about temples. Your temple is very sacred, and watching who you lay your temple with, who you talk with your temple with, who you envision your temple with, and who touches your temple, because all that is important. Because the more and more you put these kinds of people inside of your temple that are not worthy of your temple, or brothers, you enter in a female's temple and she's not worthy of your temple, then again, it goes back to what I just said about watching who you lay with, because it can be disastrous. Okay? We got to be clear. Stuff don't work sometimes, but at the end of the day, we got to encourage two-parent households. If we don't have two-parent households, then we got to have some extended families going on. And all the women, we're going to have to, sisters, we're going to have to get together and start working together and start trying to raise these babies. Whether you like the woman or not, she don't have to like you. You don't have to like her. It ain't about you. It's about that child. So you need to reach out to her, especially baby mothers. Y'all need to reach out to those women that your ex person that you was with, and you need to build with her and try to figure out how you're going to deal with raising this child, because she also is responsible for helping you raise that child. So I'm going to need y'all to get that together, okay? Because there's too many lost souls out here. And a lot of our lost souls that are children that we give birth to, they turn to these streets because you're not equipped to deal with your own emotional BS. And you send this child out, and they're going to hate you and hate everybody else. And they're going to end up somewhere they don't need to end up, in the streets. You don't want your child to end up in the streets. And it's not about you being a single mother and you claiming the flame of saying, oh, I'm a single mother, I'm a great mother. Who cares? Okay? You're going to have to get it together, because the village raises a village. It's not just about you. It's about that child. So get out your feelings. I'm just going to be honest with you. So that's one thing I want to touch on. And I also want to touch on brothers. I'm going to need you in this movement, or in our villages. I'm going to need you to stand a little bit stronger. And I'm going to need you to work more with the sisters as well, and try to figure out where do you want to go and what you want out of this life, and write down your goals and start reaching out to your fathers. If you're a product of issues, from your parents, then you need to talk to your father, and you need to forgive your father and let go. So letting go is going to be 2016. We're probably going to always have to let go of some things, but 2016 is definitely a healing time for us to get equipped with. And part of that healing is letting go. Letting go. And again, with my services, I do counseling. I do life coaching with male and female. And I can do it jointly, or I can do it separately. And no, am I harder on females than I am on males? No. It depends on what the scenario is, because I don't treat everybody the same. Because your scenario might be different from the next person's scenario. Of course, again, with my life coaching is very healing. Again, with my reading is very healing. Again, the classes that I offer and teach with my Reiki School of Training and Certifications, that's very healing, because you're going through steps to make you greater. And it helps you to go to the next level with yourself, with your life, and with your business, because it also shows you how to become an entrepreneur. And I can help you do that as well. And I can help you to open up a holistic business as well. So, again, my name is Ask Life Coaching Ministries. I've been on this for too long. I've been on here for too long, and I haven't been enough on my YouTube videos. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. I am so excited about my video and everything working now at this time. So have a great day. And no, I'm not gonna put no music on my stuff because that takes away. Maybe later on, if somebody want to do all that for me, they can. I'm not doing it. So anyway, this is who I am. I'm Ramiro Sankofa Quali, and I ask that you give me a chance at www.asklife. I'm sorry, www.ask314life.com. My email is ask314life@gmail.com. You can certainly reach me there. And just basically, you can go on to Mira Sankofa Quali Facebook. Thank you so much. I appreciate your patience with me at 502-208-9142. That's my number. Thank you. Peace.